Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's live IELTS class. My name is Adrian, and I am broadcasting to you from Central Europe. Today, we are looking to complete an IELTS Task 2 essay. Hi, Begzad. I'm doing great. Thank you for asking. How are you doing today? The materials, these strategies are coming from our website. So to learn them and to learn for the other sections of the IELTS exam and to get a high band score, please make sure to visit and join us at aehelp.com for academic IELTS, and for general version of the exam, please check us out at gieltshelp.com. These websites do work on your phone, tablet, or PC. They look like this. This is our academic one with the blue background. Click on the Join Now button. And this is our general one with the green background. Same red Join Now button. So join us there. I'm glad you're doing great, Begzad. That's good to hear. Always nice to hear somebody doing fine and well. Hi Harminder, hi Preeti, hi Rahul, and hi Mariko. Good to see our members joining in. This is a members chat class for everybody watching. We will have an everybody chat class coming up in 90 minutes as well. So threat not, you will have a chance to chat in our next class. Hi Mansoor. Yes, Mariko, I just saw that email come through. I haven't had a chance to look at it yet. Members do get 3 classes each week that is specifically for them to chat and get my attention. As well, members get access to our 6 full practice exams and our video archives. So lots and lots of extra videos. So it's worth becoming a member of our channel and helping us help you. If you have questions for me about the exam or our products, definitely send me an email. My name, Adrian, at aehelp.com. All right, students. So today, again, it's task 2. We're completing the essay we started yesterday. We'll review that in just a moment. And then just a quick correction here to emphasize the next class, which will be speaking part 3, and everybody will be welcome to participate in that class. We'll be looking at a speaking part 3. Tomorrow, Saturday, we'll do another members chat class. We have a speaking part 2 for that, and then a listening practice. Hi, Rekha. Hi, Patricio. Now we have lots of members, so we'll get some good interaction going. All right, so just a very quick overview of yesterday's members chat class, just a refresher of what we did there. Hi, Paula, welcome to the class. Again, remember that the IELTS exam is an international exam, which means that when the people at Cambridge make these exams, they're always thinking about creating the exams so they are non-biased. It means that whether you're a man, a woman, 20 years old, 60 years old, whether you're in Spain, Great Britain, Japan, India, you should be able to answer the questions on the exam. So the questions are not culturally, religiously, ethnically, gender-wise restricted, okay? And the reason that's important to remember is because that gives you the hint that your answers contain information that's true on the international scale. Okay, so that's what we talked about last class. What do 99% of humans care about? Money, health, happiness, social connections, relationships, right? So these ideas are good to keep in mind for the different sections of the exam. Okay. All right, that was one important tip that I gave you last class. And then the other tip that I gave you as well is when you're getting these questions, task 2, speaking questions, think about ways that you can relate them to your experience and past events, especially major events in our history. So in our case, we talked about, or we are talking about, self-driving vehicles, self-driving cars. And one way we can think critically about that topic is to remember back when horses were replaced by automobiles, right? So here's our question, our IELTS Task 2 question, students. Remember, we covered this yesterday, so it should be fresh in your mind. Some people believe that self-driving vehicles will rapidly replace human operators in the near future. Others argue that this will take considerable time. Which do you believe and why? So topic, self-driving vehicles, controlling idea. Will the change happen quickly or slowly? Which do you agree with? Why? Be very careful with the controlling idea. If you write about whether or not you think self-driving cars are a good change or a bad change, you will get a low band score because that's not the question, even if you have a good essay or a clear essay with English and grammar. Okay, so you have to really nail the controlling idea. That's very important. To do that, we did some paraphrasing. Certain individuals think that automated cars are going to quickly replace human drivers in the coming years. Opponents ascertain that this is going to take at least a few decades. Which side do you agree with? So there's the paraphrase, okay? Bear with me, members. I know I'm, talking your ear off a little bit here, but this is important as we get into the rest of the essay. So our topic again, automated cars, controlling idea, will dominate traffic soon or will take a long time. Let's refresh the critical thinking. And by the way, the speed, so members, by the speed that I'm doing this right now, is the speed that you should be able to think during the official exam. Okay, so again, the planning, the thinking should only take 2-3 minutes. So you have to really ramp up your critical, creative thinking. So what are we talking about? Cars that are controlled by artificial intelligence, by software. Why have these come to existence or into existence? Because they're safer, they alleviate congestion or heavy traffic, they save time, they're more efficient, they require less human effort or work. How does it happen? The software analyzes the surroundings, controls the vehicle. We chose the side that it will replace the traditional human-operated cars and vehicles quickly. So what does that mean? That means within 10 years. Why? Simply because they are much more efficient, they're convenient, and they're much safer. They save money, okay? So how? There's more efficient flow of traffic, there's less accidents, the driver, the human can use their time to make money instead of driving, there's no need to park. Okay, and here is our thesis. I believe that the self-driving vehicles will quickly take the place of human-operated cars because they are more efficient and safer. So we're getting into today's part of the response now, of course. What is paragraph 1 going to be about? What will paragraph, so I'm just talking and talking. I want to make sure that you're with me and you haven't started to daydream about what you're going to have for lunch or supper. So what is paragraph 1 going to be about, members? I certainly like the sound of my own voice, but not so much to lose your attention. So just want to make sure you're with me. What is our body paragraph 1 going to be about? Waiting for your responses. Members, there we go. So Rahul says efficient features. Yep, that's part of it, Rahul. Harminder says the efficiency of automated cars, not automatic cars. We have to be careful here, Harminder, because automatic cars means that the shifting is automatic instead of manual, right? So members, careful there. It's automated cars, not automatic cars, okay? Paula says it's going to be about the reason for the quick change. Okay, Paula, very good. I'm happy you caught that. So it's a combination, Paula, of what you said combined with what Rahul and Harminder said. So to state it more quickly, quickly, my brain's moving ahead. So to state it clearer, paragraph 1, body paragraph 1, will be about the quick change in these kinds of cars because of their efficiency, right? So Preeti, yes, self-driving vehicles will quickly take the place of human-operated cars because they are more efficient. That's the full answer to my question. It's very important to have that full idea, not just one half or the other half, okay? That's your coherence mark, and that is your biggest mark for your task 2. And of course, in your university as well, or your college. So it has to be coherent. So don't forget, it's those two parts together, right? They will replace human-operated cars quickly because they are efficient. That is the first body paragraph. So here's our introductory paragraph, and members, start thinking about your topic sentence. So you can start writing your topic sentence. I'm just going to review the introduction right now, okay? So here's our introductory paragraph response for the task 2 question. Starting with our hook, certain companies like Google have been working on self-driving vehicles since the new millennium. The advent of cars controlled by AI, which no longer need control of human operators, is on the horizon. This advancement has a revolutionary impact on the ways societies function around the globe. I believe that self-driving vehicles will quickly take the place of human-operated cars because they are more efficient and safer. Okay, that is our introductory paragraph. That's a band 9. Now, members, hi Baljit, welcome to the class. Members, I remember yesterday I asked you to write or rewrite the introduction in your own words. How many of you did that? If you did that, please write yes into the chat. If you didn't do it, please write no into the chat. So how many of you actually wrote the introductory paragraph yesterday for this? Patricio says yes. Paula says yes. Bagzod says yes. All right, that's super. Fantastic. Then before we engage in the body paragraph, I absolutely respect and love how so many of you did that. It's okay, Preeti, if you weren't here. No problem. Just bear with us. Same thing, Baljit. For those of you who did it, please start copy-pasting your body paragraphs into the chat. I'd love to see it. So I really want to see what you came up with. So just open up your documents. I hope you did it digitally, not on pencil or on paper, not by pen and paper. That would be difficult. And then just copy paste, start with your hook, start with your background, and I'd love to review it and just give you some feedback to see how you did, okay? So let's take a couple minutes for some feedback before we go on to body paragraph 1. Rahul, very good. Okay, Rahul's already doing that. Fantastic. So Rahul says everyone is fascinated by robotic cars. Very good, Rahul. Love the hook. Okay, so I can tell, you got a bit of time. You can think more about it. come up with some great ideas. So just watch your grammar, Rahul. Everyone is fascinated by robotic cars. Since the last century, automotive technology has been revolutionized from horse wagon to semi-automatic cars, and now fully robotic cars are ready. Rahul, brilliant. That's some really nice writing. You're giving us the background, and that's great. Write like that, even with some small grammar mistakes, you'll still get a 6.57. Okay, if you can complete your essay like that, you'll do very well. That's some great information. So, to become a tool for millions of people around the globe. Fantastic, Rahul. MNC companies and organizations like Google and IEE have been, okay, and I see where you're going with it, Rahul. It's looking fantastic. All right. Lots coming in. Don't worry, I'll go back to where everybody is. So, all right, Patricio says self-driving cars are in beta version nowadays, but in the future they will be mass produced. Patricio, that's a long hook. Careful with long hooks. You can make mistakes. You want to keep, Patricio, your hook mistake free, just so it looks like a strong start, right? You don't want to start with mistakes. So, but otherwise it's good, Patricio. It's good. It's just mass produced is the natural English, okay? Mass produced. Many industries are working hard to develop self-driving cars. Right, okay. I see the continuation, so don't worry about that. I can see that. They argue these vehicles will be on the streets in the next 5 years. Patricio, make sure to write numbers 0 to 10 as words. So instead of the digit 5, write the word 5. It is important to be prepared because this technology will change society. Brilliant. So beautiful. Okay, I can see that when you have a bit of time at home to work on these, you come up with some really nice writing. It's fantastic. Okay. All right. Then I'm going to jump back to Rahul here. Invested millions of dollars into this project, which in turn, that artificial intelligence will quickly take over human driving cars in 2 years. Okay, Rahul, I think you're giving too much information for the introduction there. So I think where you ended on the last note, you should just go with your thesis right after that. Okay? Otherwise, you start to kind of make more mistakes and sound a little confusing. So don't overdo the introduction. Okay? Don't overwrite the introduction. Introduction is 4 or 5 sentences, roughly 70 words, 80 words max. Okay. All right. Let's see. Paula. Okay, I'm just moving around a little bit in the chat. Don't worry, I'll catch up. Okay, so Paula says, artificial intelligence is the future in controlling vehicles. Paula, that is a brilliant, that's a band 9 hook. Okay, artificial intelligence is the future in controlling vehicles. You're just basically stating the fact, right? That's a good hook. You just state the direct fact. Artificial intelligence is the future in controlling vehicles. Ta-da! Yes, that's a professional level hook. Cars are an important product for technology companies which will replace physical drivers for artificial robots in the near future. All right, Paula, that's a bit over the top complex. It's a bit confusing. Okay? If I'm reading that, I'm kind of going, what are you saying? So you want to don't overdo it, okay? So simplify it. So cars are an important tool for millions of people worldwide to get to their destinations. And the aid of software is now removing the need for people to drive. Something like that, Paula. So something a little bit clearer, okay, for the background. So work on the background, Paula. Hook is great. Let me look at your thesis. I strongly believe that in the next decade, citizens will ride in self-driving vehicles because of their efficiency and safety. So Paula, your thesis is fantastic. Your hook is fantastic. Careful with the background. Okay, try to rethink the background a little bit. Good hook, good thesis. Patricio, although many people believe that this change will take place in the far future, I strongly consider that the main advantages like efficiency and safety will bring these cars quickly to the roads. Patricio, very good thesis. Please don't ruin it with the double opposite, okay? Either use although or use however, but never both, okay? Because that is really awkward and confusing. So be very careful with that double negative. Patricio, in the exam, I really want you to reread your thesis to make sure you don't make that mistake. All right? Baljit, no, you should not write contractions in formal letters. It's an anecdote, off topic a little bit, Baljit, but no. All right, Begzod, artificial intelligence has considerably altered cars in the last several decades. Yeah, that's good. I would almost just say last decade, Begzod. I do know that some cars can park themselves now, so artificial intelligence is already evident in some vehicles. Yeah. With the help of such improvement, there will be no need for most people to drive cars themselves. This change has a significant influence on society. I definitely believe that automated vehicles will replace human drivers in coming years as they are not only convenient, but also safe. Very nice, Begzod. Other than a couple of very slight mistakes, that is a band 8, band 8.5 introduction. If you avoid those mistakes, it could be even a band 9. Okay. All right, Mariko. So I bet we will accept self-driving cars to make up for the labor shortage and danger of human-operated cars. So unmanned vehicles will be popular in the near future. Okay, Mariko, that's good. Just make sure not to make information confusion in what you're saying. Make up for the labor shortage. Make up for the something. You have to always have parallel grammar, Mariko, in your points. So the make up for has to modify shortage, and it has to modify what comes after the word and. So it doesn't make sense with safer. It has to be the word dangerous driving or something like that where it makes sense. So make up for labor shortage and dangerous driving. Okay, that way it makes sense. So careful with that. Okay, Rahul, your thesis. I believe that fully robotic, okay, different word form, Rahul. I believe that fully robotic cars will be on the roads in the nearby future because they are time-saving and safe, while human driving cars would be a matter of the past. All right, you don't need that last part, Rahul, the human driving cars. It's overwriting, okay? Again, don't be too wordy, otherwise it's good. All right, students, so I gave you lots of feedback. Make sure to remember that. Those are important notes for each of you. Now, so obviously you all have a very clear idea now of what we're doing. So now let's start with our body paragraph 1. Okay, so body paragraph 1, of course, starts with a topic sentence. Our topic sentence has to do with efficiency. And just go ahead and write your, no need to be wordy, Rahul. Many students make that mistake where they're too wordy. They go off topic. They include unnecessary information. They make further grammar and language mistakes. So definitely don't be wordy, Rahul. Okay, don't be wordy. Stick to the topic, all right, and the controlling idea. Okay, so topic sentence, body paragraph 1, students. Let's do this together, okay? I'm going to write my topic sentence. You do the same, okay? So, I'm going to be a little bit quiet to let you think. All right, this is my topic sentence. I'm going to actually stretch it out a little bit. Remembering both sides of the information here. So software-driven cars are far more effective means put that in there. Software-driven cars are a far more effective means of transportation than those driven by humans for several reasons. As a result, they will be on the roads in great numbers rapidly. Okay? Again, reflecting that this body paragraph needs to really emphasize that they're effective and they will be available and dominant very quickly in traffic or on the roads. Okay? So go ahead, students, write your topic sentence. Don't worry about making too many mistakes, okay? Don't overthink it. I'll correct grammar mistakes. We're looking more for the information here. All right? Okay, and then we're going to explain this concept, of course, of effective or efficiency, which can be, whenever you're thinking of efficiency, think about time and money. Those are two really good ways to think of efficiency. I'm just going to put that note beside the body one heading here. Okay, that's an easy explanation. All right, so I see the topic sentences. Preeti says, automated car is the main transportation system in the next 5 years. This revolutionary change brings not only safety, but is more efficient for citizens. Preeti, that's your thesis. Okay, that's a good thesis, but that's a thesis. That's not a topic sentence. Here we're into body paragraph 1. And we're just talking about efficiency. We're not talking about safety. Okay, safety is our next body paragraph. You never want to confuse your topic points. Okay, but as a thesis, it's good. Okay, Paula says automated cars have the capacity to work more efficiently than humans due to their speed and ease of parking. Paula, you're going into an explanation there. So don't explain yet. Just tell us that they're more efficient than human drivers for several reasons, and as a result, they're going to be dominating the streets in the near future. So keep the topic sentence, Paula, just an expansion, a definition of thesis point 1. Okay, don't go into your explanation. That's coming up now. All right. It's really important to clearly be able to distinguish a topic sentence from an explanation, from an example. All right. Patricio says many companies are developing self-driving cars which will be far more effective than human-driven vehicles and will bring benefits to users. Okay, Patricio, that's a good topic sentence. So you're going into a deeper definition there. A couple of slight mistakes, Patricio, but otherwise a solid sentence. Patricio, that will be, so if you write like that with those kinds of mistakes, you will still definitely get a 6.5, quite possibly even a 7, as long as you don't make too many mistakes. Okay? Why? Because the information that you're giving me in the structure is quite good. All right? Rahul says artificial intelligent. Okay, Rahul, it's a little bit tricky because the word form is an adjective now. So intelligent people, intelligent cars. So artificial intelligent cars will now thrive because they work quickly, based on predefined programming. Okay, Rahul, you're clever. Okay, so there's a lot of clever thought going into your topic sentence. Just again, same advice as for Paula. Don't start your explanation in your topic sentence. Keep it separate. Okay, separate that out. All right. So, all right, go ahead and write some explanation, students. So now we're looking to explain what we mean by efficiency. And again, efficiency is usually for humans time and money, and we often equate those two as time is money, money is time. So explanation, right? Explanation. Okay, I'm going to write the explanation. You do the same. Okay, and you don't have to overcomplicate here. Okay, Begzod says, and Begzod, I think this is still your topic sentence, which is good. Since most individuals have recognized the effectiveness of robotic vehicles, they will be available for sale within the next 10 years. Yeah, and Begzod, you might even go one step further and say they will dominate traffic or travel within the next 10 years, going back to what we said in our introduction. It's very good, Begzod, absolutely. Okay. This is what I wrote for my explanation. So again, don't overthink it, okay? You don't have to complicate your answer in the IELTS exam more than necessary, okay? The exam is not about being overly complicated and using really rare words in English. It's much more about using English effectively and clearly, just like self-driving vehicles, all right? Okay, Preeti says robotic cars are the first choice for the coming generation, and they are more effective for transportation because they are highly updated by new technology. Preeti, don't again, so you're overstating. They are more effective because they are highly upgraded by new technology. Kind of awkward, okay? So don't overstate, Preeti. Paula says, this advancement in cars not only will drive people faster, saving time, but also will reduce accidents. Paula, careful. Don't want to get into reduce accidents yet. That's body paragraph 2. Okay? Make sure you clearly separate point 1 from point 2. All right? So here we're just talking about time and money. We're not talking about safety. Otherwise, we're going to be in trouble when we get to our next body paragraph and we'll go, oh, I have to go back and start crossing out lines because I've just double explained. Okay, it's careful. And in this way, the IELTS exam is a little bit trickier than university because in university, you can go back and correct, but not in the IELTS. Okay, so you should, and it's a good point, Paula, you should keep your structure clear from the beginning. Okay, I know it's a little bit trickier, Paula, with these longer classes, but you should have intro, body 1, body 2, conclusion, kind of all going on up in here before you get it down on paper. Okay, Begzod says these cars can not only save hundreds of hours, which are needed for driving, but also help people earn thousands of dollars. Begzod, it's great. So I love how you're reaching for that quantitative information, so numbers, right? Save hundreds of hours. Stay quantitative. If you start quantitative, stay quantitative. So add in earn or save thousands of dollars, right? Hundreds of hours, thousands of dollars, okay? And it's good. Quantitative explanations are good, okay? I like it. I almost want to say I like it more than mine. I kept mine very simple. So not only will self-operating vehicles save a lot of time for their owners, but they will also help them earn money. Okay? And then comes our example, and I can use something like what Bagsaw just did. And here the example has to be imaginary because we don't have the self-driving cars yet. So you can't say I saved a ton of time with my self-driving car because I highly doubt you have one. But you can definitely go into a theoretical example. So I spend 10 hours each week to get to work. If I could use this time to finish my projects, then excuse me, so you can do it that way. All right. Syed, good to see you in class. Syed says self-driving cars do not require any effort for driving, period. Moreover, they are more efficient as they are loaded with advanced geolocation systems, making an accurate and short travel experience. Syed, that's a nice explanation. So I really like, you took a little bit of a different approach to your explanation, but it's really good. I like it. It's got nice vocabulary. It's got good creative writing, and it's accurate. It's coherent. So that's good. Okay, I'm going to write the example. Go ahead, members, write your example as well. Okay. So, Mariko, I like how you use smart car. That's great. The smart car will drive alone. The cars drive on behalf of the driver, so they have time to do other work and earn money. Mariko, nice explanation. Okay, that's an explanation. It's not an example. It's an explanation, and it's a little bit of a different approach, and it's good. Okay, it's good. It's a nice explanation. I have my example ready. For instance, if I did not need to drive to work, or that doesn't make too much sense, right? Because we're not talking about not driving to work. So let's clear that up. So while you're writing, I'll make that better. So for instance, this is an interesting phrase that we'll be using in the future. For instance, if my car drove me to work, I could use 6 hours each week to focus on developing my business, which could earn me an extra $2,000 a month. Okay? In addition, I would not need to spend an extra 3 hours a week picking up my children from school, so I could invest this time elsewhere. All right. Welcome, Coolanks29. Love new members. That's great. Thank you, Coolanks, for joining our channel, for becoming a member. Send me an email and I'll hook you up with some perks and you can start chatting and joining in on these members chat classes. Awesome. All right. Rahul says robotic cars will not only fulfill their journey quickly and self-park, they will, in this way, save valuable time. Okay, Rahul, I see your explanation, and then you're continuing with, for instance. Good. Again, Rahul, don't overthink it. So notice how mine is relatively simple, but it's very clear. It is a band 9 response, okay? Paula says, for instance, if I would not have to look for parking, I would leave home later and spend more time with my dog. Sure, making more use of your time, Paula. It's a good example, I suppose. Yeah, it's for how you would save time, okay, or use time differently. All right. Begzod, I think maybe you wrote something before that I didn't see. Earn money. All right. Begzod says, for instance, I always spend around 2 hours to go to my workplace, driving my own car each day. If there will be self-driving cars, I would use my computer programming. Begzod, your example sounds good, but it sounds like it's unnecessarily long. Okay. Students, members, always practice expressing what you think in the simplest way, especially in college and university and in the workplace, in Canada, US especially. People really love it when you can be concise. We love this word concise. Professors will very often write "be concise" onto students' essays. Concise means to express your ideas in a short way, so as short as possible while still being clear, okay? And I think, Begzod, you can do that with your examples. You can be a lot clearer in a shorter way, okay? So I would say something, Begzod, like, for instance, the 2 hours I use to get to work with my car, I could use to create programs and earn extra money. So even that's a lot less words than what you have. Okay, so don't be wordy. It's called wordiness. Okay, don't be wordy. All right, Rahul says, for instance, Perrone robotic self-driving have been demonstrated in its 6-seater car worth $90,000, reducing the journey time by up to a half, and self-parking, giving liberty to humans. Rahul, it's good, but I love how you know so much about self-driving cars, but don't let that knowledge cloud what you're writing about. I don't think that discussing how much the car costs is valuable for this essay topic, okay? So careful with that, Rahul, okay? Syed says, according to an experiment conducted by Tesla in 2018, the time taken by self-driving cars was about 20% less than human drivers. Syed, that's great. So you're using not a personal example, but a fact, a research study, and it works. It's good. Okay, I like it. Coolings, right on. Waste no time. Get in there with an example. Good for you. For example, if I traveled in a smart car, I can be more effective on conference calls and be more productive. Okay, Coolings, you're kind of mixing example and explanation. I would use what you just wrote there as the explanation. So in self-driving cars or in a self-driving smart car, people can be more effective with conference calls and be more productive. And then I would say an example, Coolings, like, for example, I would spend about 3 hours each week on conference calls and produce an additional 10 documents to increase my revenue by $2,000. So that's how I would do it, Coolings. I hope that makes sense. Okay, so try to be very distinct with your explanation and your example. All right. Okay, so Preeti says, for example, if my car will do the work instead of me, I can save at least 2 hours per day, which will help me to spend more time with my daughter. Okay, Preeti, that works. Write the word to, TWO, okay, 0 to 10. Write the words. That's kind of a weird rule, but it's a rule in writing, all right? And just be careful in the beginning. If my car will do the work instead of me, comma, I can save at least 2 hours. Okay, Preeti? All right. So here's my example again. For instance, if my car drove me to work, I could use 6 hours each week to focus on developing my business, which could earn me an extra $2,000 a month. In addition, I would not need to spend an extra 3 hours a week picking up my children from school, so I could invest this time elsewhere. And if you want to be really clever, you could say, invest this time in my coin collecting hobby or something like that. Okay? All right. And then a connecting concluding sentence. Now, here is a really nice trick for a simple yet very effective connecting or concluding sentence. This is one of 2 reasons why I believe that smart cars, sure, let's call them that, even one word. I knew that spell check were not like that, smart cars, but I bet you it will be a word in the future. We can do it with a hyphen. So this is one of 2 reasons why I believe that smart cars will dominate the roads in under 10 years. Okay, so that is a simple and very effective connecting, concluding sentence for that body paragraph. Okay, now we move to body paragraph 2. Body paragraph 2 is about safety, half of it. The other half, because of safety, these cars will be available very quickly, or will be common in the near future. Okay, so body paragraph 2, same idea. Go through the topic sentence, explanation, and example. Okay, all right, so topic sentence. Now, if I finish my body paragraph 1 with this is one of 2 reasons why I believe that smart cars will dominate the roads in under 10 years. Okay. Then in body paragraph 2, of course, I can start with another reason, right? There we go. So that's really smooth flowing now into my body paragraph 2 for my topic sentence. So another reason for the rapid replacement of human operated cars is safety. Okay, boom. That's all it needs. You're flowing right into that body paragraph 2. Okay. Patricio, that's your connecting concluding sentence. However, this is not the only reason why I consider that self-driving cars will be on the streets fast. Okay, not fast. I don't think fastly. We don't use the word fastly so much, Patricio. It's just not common in everyday language. Yeah, okay. Begzod says another perhaps even more striking reason is that automated cars will provide safety on the roads by saving lives of thousands of individuals. Begzod, I would put a period at the end of roads. Okay, so safety on the roads, period. Saving thousands of lives of individuals, Begzod, I would put that into the explanation. Okay. Rahul says robotic cars are also giving full safety purposes beyond the horizons of efficiency. Okay, Rahul, I like it. Okay. Syed's concluding connecting sentence, this time-saving trait of self-driving vehicles will not only make them convenient, but also safe. Syed, I think that's a bit confusing. Okay. Cool Anks says, beside the time and money factor, safety is one of the key reasons behind the increase in smart cars. That's a good topic sentence for body paragraph 2, Cool Anks. Okay. All right, so looking good, students, looking good. Now we need to explain that. So let's explain why smart cars or intelligent cars are safer than human-operated vehicles, right? So keep it simple, visualize, write your explanations. Paula says another important reason to develop these automated cars quickly is reducing accidents on the road. Absolutely, Paula, that's a good topic sentence. So let's explain. Let's explain this, students. Here we go. So, it is a proven fact that automated cars are less likely to commit driving mistakes than human operators, and as a result, they are less likely to be involved in accidents. This difference leads to not only saving lives, but also reducing accident-related injuries. Okay, all right, so that is my explanation. Waiting for yours. So it is a proven fact that automated cars are less likely to commit driving mistakes than human operators. And as a result, let me just make a couple of fixes here. When you catch yourself making mistakes, always correct. And as a result, they are less likely to be involved in accidents. This difference leads to not only saving lives, but also reducing accident-related injuries. Okay. Paula says it is clear that technology is more precise than humans, and digital sensors in smart cars provide information of situations of other cars and dangers. That's right, Paula, absolutely. And we're already using some of that technology with the cars beeping when we're close to another car. In fact, some cars will now brake automatically when they feel that there's another car too close. Right? So it's good. Okay. Cool lengths. The technology to run the smart cars would have to undergo safety and compliance standards. This adds a level of critical assessment before the same is put into practice on the roads. Okay, cool lengths. I think you're a little bit off, Mark. You're talking about the safety compliance of the cars rather than how they are more or how they are safer than human drivers. So focus on how they are safer than human drivers. Rahul says AI will not only automatically diagnose emergency situations, but also predefined programming will tackle these dangerous scenarios perfectly. Okay, Rahul, so a little bit of adjustment. Your thinking is brilliant, Rahul. I love the way you think. You just have to make sure you express it clearly, okay? I see. Okay, cool, thanks. So you're saying more in terms of software technology. You have to be clear on that, okay? Make sure that you're clearly expressing what you want to define. Begzod says, these days it is evident that traffic congestion and accidents are leading to the death of thousands of millions annually. I don't know about millions, Begzod. Perhaps it's as high as a few million, but hundreds of thousands of people, sure. Having self-driving vehicles will provide much safer flow of cars. Okay, good. I'm going to throw in my example here. And this is a true example that I'm going to give you, an interesting fact to wrap up this class. So here's the example. In a recent research study I read, it stated the average person causes a car accident approximately every 100,000 kilometers, while a smart car crashes just once every million kilometers. Okay, and that's true. That's actually a recently published research study, because we've been testing these smart self-driving cars for quite a while now, and I think last 5 years. And the statistics are in. Humans globally, internationally, humans crash about once every 100,000 kilometers. And these self-driving vehicles, the several dozen that have been touring around the world in major cities and countryside and all over the place, they've only crashed about once every million kilometers. And interestingly, automated cars only cause minor accidents. Humans, one out of every couple of these 100,000 kilometers are major accidents where people are seriously injured or even killed. So the level of the accident, or how bad the accident is, actually different between those two. So that's quite interesting. All right, students, members, I hate to rush, so I don't want to. I'm going to leave the conclusion for you for homework, okay? We've got the introduction, we've got body 1, we've got body 2, so the conclusion should be fairly straightforward. And worry not, I will write the conclusion later today and post it on our community board so you can see the conclusion to my essay for a band 9, okay? All right, for everybody watching, if you're a member, you can chat during these classes, just like Kulanks jumped in on this class. That's great. Kulanks, make sure to send me an email so I can hook you up with the other perks to Adrian, Adrian, at aehelp.com, and I'll hook you up with our 6 original full IELTS practice exams, as well as access to our video archives for other classes. You're very welcome, Kulanks. Thank you to all of our members. Thank you, Preeti. Thank you, Paula. Thank you, Syed Begzod. Awesome that you are so studious, all of you. You're in class. You're contributing. It's fantastic. Rahul, that's a great example as well. Remember, tomorrow will be a speaking part 2 for members, followed by listening. And coming up in 30 minutes will be a speaking part 3 exercise for everyone. So hopefully I will see you there again to join the premium package for our products. Check us out at aehelp.com for academic IELTS. Click that big red button to join there. And for general IELTS, check us out at gieltshelp.com. Click that big red button to join us there. Keep up the good work, students. Remember, life is never about how hard you fall. It's always about how quickly you get back up, push forward, break through your barriers. Don't ever let people get you down. You all have brilliant supercomputers situated nice and high on your shoulders. So push forward, keep it up. Bye for now, everyone. See you soon.